And your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were
Welcome back to Challenge Atlantic City. My name is Bob Babbitt. This is Breakfast with Bob. Our next guest from Sweden, Fredrik Croneborg. Fredrik, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks.
You know, I don't think we've ever met before.
I think I've seen you, but
yeah,
I think we've never really met.
We have not met before, but I love the fact your background. Usually people say, yeah, I ran and swam, but your background is golf, it's skateboard, it's snowboard. You did a lot of other things, down to like an 8 handicap as a golfer. What got you into running, triathlon, all that type of stuff?
I think in the beginning, as I said, I was more into extreme sports, and I think when I saw a runner, I think they are stupid, or
yes,
not really cool.
You're not cool if you're a runner. No,
exactly. But I think when I get a little bit older, maybe around 16, 17,
yeah,
I was surrounded by friends who was more into running.
Yes,
and yeah, they introduced me to the sport. Actually, I think one of my best friends, he challenged me. We have a small mountain.
Yes,
where I live in Sweden, and he said, okay, you get, I think, maybe $5 if you can keep up with me running up this mountain.
Yeah.
And I managed to do it, and I think then maybe I realized, because I at that point maybe I never almost really did any serious training, so
you didn't know you were a good runner.
Yeah, exactly. And then
so you took his $5.
Yeah, exactly. Took his $5, and I think my I got a little bit more confident, and I think I realized, oh, this is not. I mean, it's quite fun, and yeah, I enjoyed it.
Well, and you ran, we're talking 2002, I think you ran like a 2:31, 2:32 marathon?
Yeah. Actually, my first marathon, and it was the Swedish winter marathon.
That was your first marathon?
Yeah, my first marathon.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, so, but at that point, I had maybe 4 years of quite serious training.
Right.
So, yeah.
And so running was first. Running was the first of the 3 things.
Yeah, you can say I started running, I think, training regularly maybe 5 months before I got into triathlon, so it was almost at the same time.
Almost about the same time. But what's cool about your background, you were in Florida working for a travel group there, then you go to Asia and doing some, starting an IT company. I mean, did you ever feel back then that you were going to be a professional athlete?
No, not at all. I think I felt that after I left Sweden, I think 2002, 2003, I felt I'm quite done with the sport. And of course, I like to keep fit, so that's why I kept running, and not much racing, just running, and maybe I just did a marathon every year, but I never had a thought about doing it professionally.
Well, then you did Ironman. Was it in China, where they announced Ironman China in 2007?
Yeah.
And then you ended up participating in that.
Yeah.
The following year in 2008.
Yeah, I think at first I just want to try triathlon again and see how it is, and it was my first long distance event, and I never done long distance before, so.
And how'd you do?
Really good. So I was second in overall, but there was no pro category, just in age grouper. So.
Yeah, and what, you were riding a road bike? Were you riding?
At this point, I think I got my first triathlon bike a few months before the race. Because
you won another race on a mountain bike.
Yeah, actually this was in Shanghai, a local duathlon.
Yes.
I won the race, and then I think maybe a month after that I did a triathlon in Thailand, and also with a mountain bike, and then I was second overall. And that after these 2 races, I decided to get a real bike. And
you get a real bike, you get serious.
Yeah, maybe not serious, but at least don't look too stupid.
So you're winning your age group for a while, and then you turned pro in 2010.
Yeah.
And you've had some. You just lost out to Chris McCormick, the legendary Chris McCormick, in a sprint finish at the 70.3 in Japan.
Yeah. This was just last month.
Yeah.
And we also train together in Phuket.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because Maka, he's the chairman of Tanyapura.
Yes, the facility is amazing. So you train at Tanyapura?
Yeah. So actually, I've been there now at Tanapura for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
So last year also Maka came there, and
you got Jürgen Zach there.
Jürgen is there. He's he's really good coach, and I really enjoy training in Phuket.
One of the things you mentioned earlier is if you were in Sweden, there would have been a lot of pressure from family, friends, all sorts of, and just people who knew you if you were racing. But being in Asia, where people really didn't know you, you could get into the sport and sort of learn as you go and not have to worry about pressure.
Yeah. I think when I left Sweden in 2002, 2003, I think also one of the reasons, I think I felt a little bit relieved to leave the sport, because it was, every race was a little bit pressure. So when I came back to racing again in 2008, I had a more relaxed attitude to the race, and I think I still am more relaxed. I think back then I was maybe more younger, and I think the sport was everything almost. I think still now I'm racing as a pro, but it's still more to have fun and travel and I mean to do a good result is just
it's a bonus.
It's a bonus. Yeah.
So your first win, 70.3 in China, 2010, and then your second win, 70.3 Taiwan, this last year.
Yeah, I think I might want some local races between, but I think
in terms of bigger races,
bigger races,
And those have to give you a lot of confidence when you win races like those.
Yeah. I actually before that, I think I also had a few podium finishes in Ironmans, in half Ironmans, but it's always nice to win.
What is your goal here on Sunday? Because you finished, Dylan McNeice is great.
Yeah.
You finished 30 seconds back of him not that long ago, right? Is that Taiwan?
Taiwan. It was in April.
In April, and he's one of the guys we're talking about winning this race. So if we're talking about him winning the race, there's no reason why you can't win the race.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the really, really good result for me would be to win. But I also know Dylan. I came close now in Taiwan.
So
but I think I was also quite happy to get so close to him, because I know he's a really good athlete, and he won Taiwan the previous year and also Vanaka, 2-time winner. So it's a really bonus if you can win. But I think if I do a okay race, I should be able to place top 3. So this is maybe my more loose goal. Yeah.
And if it's hot, is that good for you?
Yeah.
Because usually you wouldn't think, someone's from Sweden, you'd think that they would like it cooler.
Yeah, I think I hate cool weather now. Maybe when I was back in Sweden, I raced too much in the cold weather.
Yeah.
And I realized when I raced in Asia, I can stand the heat. And I think it's also a benefit, because I'm a smaller guy.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons I also picked this race it looked like it's going to be at least not cold. So
yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Well, Fredrik, nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for taking time. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. And I'm really happy to be able to be in your show here.
Thanks. Yeah. Fredrik Croneborg has been our guest. Again, we are here at Challenge Atlantic City. This is Breakfast with Bob. Hold on, everyone. We will be right back.
Under the